It's finally over, guys. American Horror Story Freak Show, the series finale. Now, there's a spoiler, so I'm assuming you saw the episode, or just my thoughts. I want to hear your thoughts right below. Before that, though, I want to give a shout out to Jessica Dumas. She has been basically one of my subscribers who stuck with me on American Horror Story, and it's always great to hear her comments and her feedback of what she thought about every episode. So shout out to Jessica. Now let's get right into it. Do I think American Horror Story Freak Show is better than, let's say, the highest everybody seems to have an opinion about American Horror Story Asylum? No, it's not. It's not better than Asylum because Asylum just had so much rich storytelling, so much shockers. It was always twists and turns, but it definitely was a well-balanced show. This show, I really enjoyed the hell out of it. I really think this show was one of the, probably my second favorite one out of all. You have The Covenant, then you have the first season. But I really think this is the second one. This is right behind Asylum. It was a very, very good finale. It definitely wrapped up a lot of things. It confused me, though. It confuses me how you still don't get the answer of why this is related to Asylum, even though, you know, we had some episodes that makes the connection. But these characters seem like they're their own characters and not the same characters we've seen in different previous seasons. Excuse me. Now, I don't know what this means. Maybe we'll get more answers in the next series, because the next series is, I heard the creators are going to take a definitely different approach. But before we get to that, let's just talk about this episode. And this episode, damn, if you mess with Dandy, he will get you back. He will get you back. So all the freaks basically are trying to just, you know, deal with Dandy. He has money. The freak shows basically, the freak shows are just non-existent. It's the only one. Dandy's taken over, so they really got to get used to his attitude and stuff, but they can't. They can't deal with it. They hurt him a little bit. They basically quit, and they're about to, you know, just go off on and do their own thing. Well, Dandy didn't really like that too much, so what does he do? He gets infinity bullets, a gun, 6-shooter, and kills every single freak except the twins and except Angela Bassett's character. Man, it was crazy, man. Just him going around and just shooting people in the head, just really going on a rampage. And I think it was great to see the strong woman just really start kicking his ass. I knew he was gonna get away somehow. He's not a fighter. He's definitely not a fighter. He ended up getting the gun. He ended up killing the strong woman. So yeah, I mean, Dandy is a psychopath. We all know that, and he doesn't care. He has money. He has the cops. He will kill anybody. So his dream of having a circus, a freak show, just went away. But he does take Dot and Bet, and he pretty much marries them. Now, I knew somehow, like, you know, they're not really marrying the psychopath. There's a plan. And of course there's a plan. Because we see Jimmy come back to the circus, and he sees all his dead friends. You see Angela Bassett really, you know, comfort him. And they have a plan, basically. And their plan is to get even with Dandy. And that's where Bet and Dot come in. And they end up pretty much, Angela Bassett, they hire a maid who ends up being Angela Bassett. And they, you know, you guys saw it. They pretty much slipped something in his drink. Am I satisfied with how Dandy went out? Somewhat. I think he deserves something more crueler, but they said it was a showman-like thing, you know, putting him in Houdini's little water case. I mean, I'm satisfied, but I kind of like, he deserves more than that. Even though it was nice to, you know, hear him cry and try to beg his way out of it, but I just wanted more. You know, this guy is this guy's a monster. I think he deserves something way more cruel than I think Emma Roberts' character got a way more worse death than Dandy, honestly. But I'm satisfied with Dandy's death. It's fine. He was the star of the show. He's not immortal after all. Then we see Elsa and her struggling with all her dreams coming true on this TV show, her marrying basically this big time, somewhat like junior producer who pretty much she marries just to get on top. He's German, she's German. That one guy from X-Men Origins, I can't remember his name. You see him in a lot of movies. He's usually the villain. he has the worst German accent. I think I was going to say that last episode, but he does. He can't do the German accent. It's bad. I don't like it. But yeah, we find out he has pretty much cancer. And poor Elsa. Elsa, everything starts falling apart. She has her dreams. She made it to the top, but everything starts falling apart. Then she gets word from the big time owner that basically all the freaks are dead, and we found your sex tape, honestly. So Elsa's world just really collapsing, but she decides to perform on this major Halloween special, and we all know who comes out in Halloween, and that's Mordok, I believe his name is. He comes out and he does his deed. He takes Elsa, but he doesn't take her with him. He takes her to where all the dead freaks are, and we see Kathy Bates' character. We see all the characters that died, and they have their own little circus. So she'll forever be performing with a loaded crowd. I think that's what she wanted all along. Elsa, by no means, is probably the most perfect character. Honestly, I really didn't like her towards the second half. I think I was okay with her in the first half, but the second half, when she was manipulative, she killed Kathy Bates. She helped. She had a hand in there, and she does say that she needs to pay for her sins. But Kathy Bates, comes back at her and says, "Stars don't pay for their sins," and I guess that makes sense, honestly. But it was a great finale. I mean, the direction was great, the music was great, everything. This whole series, I really enjoyed. I thought it was really great. Like I said, it's not better than Asylum, but it's damn near pretty. It was always good every week. Maybe there was maybe 1 or 2 episodes where we're like, okay, that's fine. But the series finale, I think it really wrapped a lot of things up. And then, of course, we see Jimmy with the twins. We all knew that Jimmy was going to end up with the twins somehow. The twins are pregnant. We also see Angela Bassett with her guy. And I believe, she had kids. She did have kids, so she got the operation. So everybody had a happy ending at the end, even though it wasn't so happy. I mean, Daddy died, the freaks died, but they got the circus, this and this. So what can I say about American Horror Story? I say check it out. Check it out once it hits Netflix. I know you guys watch all you guys' seasons on Netflix. Check it out on Netflix. It's definitely worth watching. A lot of critics were criticizing this show throughout, but honestly, as a general viewer, it was one of the best American Horror Story seasons. It really, made you entertaining. Had great characters. Had great villains. Had a great, and this adds on to just a great overall ending to the series. So thank you guys for listening. If you like this video, please press the like button. Please subscribe and let me know your guys' thoughts on the overall series and the season finale. I really enjoyed the season finale. I really enjoyed the wrap up. So American Horror Story Freak Show, it's over. Until next time, guys. Thank you guys for following me for this whole series. Until next time, the new series. I can't wait to see what they're going to do next. They said it's going to be a lot different. They said it's going to be just a lot different. I think they're going to make it into the modern time, honestly. I don't know too much details about it, but I would think they would go modern this time around. So thank you guys for listening, and have a good day.